Hello and welcome back. So last time we set up this nice solid fuel making station, and we got it down to basically being serviced by a single roboport. In fact, let's just see if this will work with a single roboport. I'm going to put in a couple more bots just to give these ones some friends. But if so, this is a really yeah, that's fine, isn't it? That's working with a single roboport. Okay, so we can do single roboport builds for this, which is really cute. Wow. Okay. So I can imagine setting up either one after the other or side by side a pair of these builds, which produces the 500 rocket fuel we need. Now, this also requires 100 blue circuits. Let's just double check that. 1,000 blue circuits. Okay, that was a bit of a $1 million moment there. 1,000 blue circuits. Okay, and we have a blue circuit build, self-contained except for the smelting and other support stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at one of these. Okay, so this produces 56 and I need 1,000. So let's ask the gods of maths how that works out for us. So needed blue is 1,000. So the blues produced by a single unit is 56.7. Units needed is needed blue divided by unit blue, and that's 17.6, so 18 of these. Okay, that's quite a few. A load of artillery just went over our heads. I've got to watch this fly. So this alien biomes world seems to have rolled itself entirely of snow, which is weird. Oh, these are a long way out. And there we are, all dead. Okay. Right, so we need 18 of these. Let's just double check. Yeah, 18. Right, this is one of those builds we can only do 2 deep, but in any case we need all the smelting and other support for it. So 18 is 2 9s. 9s have a 3 in them. So then that means we can also do it with a 6, 6, 12, 18. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a 1/3 build. So rather than 1,000, this produces over 330. Okay, so the question is, can we set up 3 of these with their associated smelting and plastic and all that other stuff? So let's mock that up. Okay, so we would need one plastic build, I think. We're going to need 1 copper build for the red circuits. Check we're in credit there. We're not far off. Yeah, that's fine. And the plastic, we're well in credit. Okay. Then we'll need some smelting. All right, so let's put in a copper, sorry, an iron smelter and a copper smelter. The reason I'm doing both is just so we can find out how far off we are. Okay, so this says we need... Oh, wait, they don't have recipes in. That's annoying. It is so annoying, max rate, not being able to cope with smelters without recipes. Okay, so how are we doing? So this says we need 20 copper smelters and 15 iron smelters. That may be an overestimate, because I think... So let's call it 20 and 14, because that's nice and easy numbers. Okay. Because that would be 10 on one side, 10 on each side of iron, and 7 on each side of copper, which sounds achievable. Okay, so let's take the plastic and the copper build. So this is going to be annoying wherever we put it. I'm quite happy to put that there, I think. Is anything here actually going to line up nicely? Hang on. No, nothing's ever going to line up nicely with this build. So let's just put it where it looks central. 4, 8, 11, 4, 8, 12. So I think that is the place to put it. Yep, and then let's take the plastic here. We're going to put it roughly there. Why does it... It's playing tricks on my eyes. The thing that looks central on one side doesn't look central to me on the other. Sorry, I'm actually measuring this with a whiteboard pen against the screen. Would you believe it? Okay. Let's take that out. Oh, grief. Well, I think this will become more obvious as we get more units in, if it lines up or not. Okay, let's have one last go, because clearly this is the thing that really matters. Plastic. Okay. So why do we care? The issue is really that we want this build to be as self-contained as we can make it, so that we bring in this case, coal, copper, iron ore, we take out blue circuits and we pump in petroleum. So we want this build to pretty much be independent other than those inputs and outputs. All right, so we need 7 copper smelters per side. So let's find copper. Okay. So 1. I'm actually tempted to 8 and 6. That's not really polite, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how am I doing for the counting here? Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've put the 4 on the wrong side here. Let's take that out. There we go. There. Okay. Then we need to put in 10 iron smelters. 1, 2. Okay, and then another 8. And this is where the lack of centering is looking more obvious, right? So we've got 4 beacons in overlap there. We've got 3 in overlap there. So perhaps I can pick up the whole back row and shuffle it over and make it line up better. Let's have a go at that. Because frankly, it's going to annoy me otherwise. Okay, so I'm wondering if we'll have to offset things so that things get enough beacons. But there might be a better position for this. Okay. So that would be tempting. If we did that, we wouldn't have enough beacon coverage for the smelters. If we do that, the beacon coverage is much better. And actually the boxes are positioned fine. Okay, so let's take this. I need to blueprint and move this one. I can't just duplicate it because it's got the plastic machine. Okay. So let's take that out. Put it back. So that would be lined up. I think we need to go one that way. That's it. Then I would quite like to take this opportunity to strip out all these poles. The reason being we have substations here. And the next substation would go there. Okay, so then we would need to put in 8 more smelters. And how does that work with the substations? Not perfectly. But there may be a way to do this. Okay, so we need to fit 8 of these in. Which I think just means going 1, is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is. There we are. Okay, so let's put in some roboports. We're going for minimum coverage. There. And I'm trying to find out where the edges of the coverage is on this side. So the coverages aren't actually quite lined up, so we can take the whole of the bottom build, shift it 1 tile over. Let's grab that. Okay, then nuke it, and then put it back down. Now it was there. I think we can move it 1 square that way, 2 squares that way. Yeah, 2 squares. this, everything's in Logi that way, everything is in logistics that way, everything's in there, and everything is there. That's odd. So something seems not quite symmetric. We have 2 squares different for the top and bottom builds. What have I done differently? Let's just grab the front row. Okay, that does match there. Yep. And then this there to there. Yep. This did need to be over 1. I was being a bit blind. Okay. Okay, so then we would need 4 trains. Let's find a train track. Okay, so, and I'm actually torn with some of these builds that need lots of items in, between different train options, right? So obviously we can arrange things to have 2 tracks down the middle. But I actually need 4 trains. I need copper ore, iron ore, coal, and I need the blue circuits out. Okay, let's pick the whole of the bottom build up. Roboports included. Then take it down 1 square. After I put the rail in, because that's the thing that was there. Okay. So that's 4 bits of rail. Then I'd have to move that Roboport to get that station in. That station's easy. Anyway, let's power this up. There. Right, we would need all these Roboports to be covered. There we go. Okay, that's not actually good enough. Let's move that over. Is that still not covered? Okay. Okay, let's try that once more. It seems like when you move them with the magic moving button, it doesn't reconnect the wires. Okay, so for this to be able to fit this in there, we'd need to lose that Roboport. Similarly, we'd need to lose that Roboport. That's not a problem. Okay, and then we have power issues for the back row of smelters. I'm going to strip out all of the power poles and we're going to see... Okay. Let's experiment on this side. So, I would like to do the whole thing with substations. The problem with that is I can't get them to reach. So this doesn't reach into there. And if you look at the logistics, we're right on the boundary for these back boxes. So it looks like I can't get away with using substations for the back of this build. Okay, so we'll have to put these back in. And the corresponding wire at the bottom. So I'm not sure what's going on here with these ones being skipped. Right, let's take all these out. I think at some point I'll go back and I'm going to have a cleanup where I have a war on all power poles. That didn't place any power poles down. Okay. Okay, and then let's put a pole here. That have worked. All right, let's go up to the top. So this is all essentially correct. Let's just put in one there. Right. That doesn't seem to have joined up. Does that work? Yep, that does. Do we have everything? No, we don't. Okay, so that's all powered. Let's put down some requester. So this is my requester chest for the blue circuits, and I want that nice and central, I think. It's only 1,000 of them. Okay, then let's have this offer coal. Then I can obviously do this further out. Then we need a copper one and an iron one. And I actually don't know yet how many we need. Right, Logibots. Okay, let's put some of those in. Then we need to power up the fluids for this. For now, I am just going to fake it in directly with a fluid source. There we are. Obviously, we'll need something more sensible than that once we get going. And I'm going to leave that here. So next time we're going to benchmark this and see if it works. There may be some adjustments needed to this build, but we will see next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.